Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV3805. It's the Tier 9 British SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka, and it's under the command of Oxagon, and in platoon with him is Soul Collector in the Leopard prototype. Game on. Well, as you can see, they've both got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel. So they're very well established and practiced players. Oxagon's decided to go to the back of the map, which is quite usual for Arty players. There's 2 Arty on this team, an M53, M55. He's headed to the far side. I suspect that Oxagon, yes, he's going to sit here. You don't want to have 2 Artys playing close together. It can actually cause problems as it gets Arty spotted. You can see that Soul Collector's gone to the spotting position at C1. He's managed to find someone. T95 FV3805. Just missed him there. 9 hit points of damage, but it did stun him. And you notice how Oxagon quickly changed position to avoid any counter battery. Now, as many of you may know, I've actually been a little ill over the past couple of days. In fact, more than a little ill. Feeling very, very ill indeed. And most of the time I've actually been, well, unable to keep food down because the moment I try to have any food, I just want to throw it back up again. Which is not nice. It's one way of dieting, but it's not a very good way of dieting. Especially when you feel so ill all the time, so nauseous. But I am on the recovery. I'm also experiencing other symptoms which are not too nice, but that's what you get sometimes. Okay, lined up for another one. Rouse out. That was very close to the CME. Ooh, now, who died just then? That, I think, was the Shure MV7X who actually did go down. And it was Soul Collector who got him as well. Number of enemy tanks hovering around the center point, which could be quite dangerous for them. They're just too close. And a lovely shot there from Oxagon for 270, but it's more that it actually tracked the guy and held him in place. Okay, he's still getting fired. Yeah, loads of shells coming in because, of course, he thinks he's strong enough to stand up to the shells that are fired in his direction. Of course, he's not going to be so well when he gets hit with an Arty round. And that was a direct hit. Yes, Oxagon managed to work out correctly that the guy was actually going to turn to his left, or to his right rather, and drive that way. And he got him just as he moved through the point. Okay, lining up another shot, this time on the 60 TP, which also has fairly heavy armor. Rounds out. Not yet. Now, rounds out. And another direct hit. Again, he does it correctly. The moment his shell's ready to go, he's fired. Maximizes fire output. More shells you have going south towards the enemy, more chance you've got of getting some stun, and of course maximizing the number of enemy tanks. That's another one went down. Yeah, that 277 didn't last very long with the strip got him. Another shell's out. Okay, we didn't get that one, but I think he was close. Let's wait and see. Now, a lot of players do like the FV3805 rather. 4802. What was I saying there? A lot of people do like the FV3805, mainly down to the fact you've got a big choice of howitzers you can actually have. The 5.5 inch, which is the same as on the Tier 7, or the 6 inch, which is the same as on the Tier 8. Or you can go for the big gun, the 7.2 inch, which is the same howitzer on the well, it's the same. It is the only howitzer on this tier. 182.9 millimeters is the caliber for the 7.2 inch howitzer. course, it was after this Arty that they actually standardized on the 155mm and 105mm howitzers from there on in. Of course, in the game, we also have the 203mm howitzer on the M55. And of course, the 24cm on... Oh, now, did you see a movement there? Yes, I did. And I thought for a second he was sitting behind that wreck. Yes, the 24cm was an unusual one, but I think that was down to the fact that they needed a big-barreled howitzer to actually, or a big howitzer to go on an SPG that could be used for the invasion of Japan. About the biggest size that they could send with its own carriage was the T92 HMC. But they only built 5 of them in the end because, of course, the war was over before they actually put them into the invasion plans. Rounds out. Another good hit. 313. He's on his last legs now. One more shot and he goes down. And there's the kill shot. And would you believe it? It did come in from the M53, M55. He's the one who got the kill for over in the corner. And he is moving about after he's taking each shot. You can see his mark is actually moving about on the minimap. Another shell ready to go. Just need a target. Yes, he got a bit of a rescue bloom there for a brief moment. That's because just as he loaded, there was a slight adjustment. Now, the enemy is actually falling back now. We can't see that ST1 in the middle. And the 60 TP, well, I think he's fallen back along that little road. But what we can see is this Udas. And he's, of course, was, for a brief moment, it looked like he was, trying to get a shot off, but he didn't get it in the end. And that was a lovely direct hit for 407. Of course, the Udas is another thin-skinned vehicle. Very well angled armor, but it's still very thin. Now we're 2 up on the enemy. Well, we were 2 up. Now we're one up. Again. Oh. Well, that was the 268 version 4 killing the ST1 in the center. Well, actually wasn't in the center at that point. Our guys are starting to push, so they've realized now. Hopefully, Soul Collector will sit at the back, watch and see what they spot, and then he'll get some good shots in from long range. Of course, one of the features of the Leopard is it doesn't have much in the way of armor. What it does have is a super accurate gun, though. It looks like the enemy Arty is focusing on the village area, trying to go after our Chieftain P. And the GW Tiger does go down to our 268 version 4. And oh, more tanks going. We lost our 268 version 4 shortly after he got a kill. And that Udas could be dangerous. Lined up, rounds out. Will it get a hit? Just missed it. Death Star a long way down the road. He's being spotted, or was being spotted, by Soul Collector. Oxagon's trying to stop them from dying. Yeah, I don't think you can use those words, though. Okay. Centurion. Rounds out. Looks good. Direct hit. Right on the money. Well, the enemy is now being blocked in at the railway line and the centre line, so I don't think we'd have to worry too much about what's going on directly in front of us. It's more that can our guys actually get across towards the cap area? I don't think they can actually at the moment. Okay, Death Star. Lined up. Rounds out. Looks good. And it is 190 and he goes down afterwards. So Oxagon got the stun assist. It looks like Soul Collector is receiving fire though, so I'm wondering how much damage he's taking. The enemy is pushing towards the back. That unit is trying to pick a spot so he can actually stop our guys from going near the gap area. Using the ridge lines there in the bushes. That was a bit of a snap. Okay, now might be the time for one or both of the Arties to start moving forward to get a better firing position so they can get quicker shots on the target when they get spotted. The Badger's moving up. Okay, we're almost fully dialed in where he can see. So we're anticipating that the Badger's going to find someone momentarily. We just saw the Tracer coming from their Arty, which is an M53, M55, and he's actually in line with the road. So it does look like he's just to the south of where the Death Star was last seen. Badger's getting close. Now, I think, did he get tracked? There's that Arty round again, just to the south of the road junction. And again, the Badger gets hit. There's the Centurion. Now, can we get a hit on this guy? Rounds out. This could be. Is a kill shot. Funnily enough, that's the first kill for Oxagon this game so far. But he does have a sizable amount of damage. Oh, unfortunately, the Badger did meet his doom. But so did the Death Star. And now there's only 4 enemies left. So the guys who are on the east side of the map can now start pushing on this UDES. Lined it up. Rounds out. Looks good. That's another kill. 2 kills now for Oxagon. The guys can push from the east now. They have to push. Only Soul Collector ahead of us. But the enemy have only got 3 tanks left, including one of their Arties. So I think we do have the advantage at last. Okay, Soul Collector's moving in. He's using the dip in the ground to advance on the enemy without being spotted. Just needs to stay low in that dip. And then he can't be seen, but he can get close to the enemy. And then the other guys can start getting snaps. He's found them both. In fact, he's found all 3 of them. Rounds out the T110E4. It lands between them and he stuns a lot. And look at the amount of stun assists that came in there. They've lost their Arty. 2 left. Momentarily, they're going to go down. Our guys are approaching. They need to focus on these guys. Soul Collector's getting very, very close. He lost them momentarily, but rounds out. This could be a kill. It is. 1 left. The T110E4. And there he is. And Soul Collector's going in for the kill. Will he get it? Oh! He got the second to last shot. Our teammate in the Leopard 1 got the final kill. It's the end of battle stats, and that was another ace tanker game for Oxagon in the FV3805. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He got 15, and he got a win rate of 5,172 because he did a considerable amount of real damage along with the stun assist to get him that ace tanker. We look at the team scores. We can see the highest damage in the game turned out to be none other than, yes, Soul Collector in his Leopard prototype. He actually picked up 3 medals, a high caliber Confederate and the patrol duty out of that game. And of course, 5,200 hit points. Second highest damage in the game went to the Death Star on the enemy team. And third highest went to the Badger on Oxagon's team with 4,173. He actually got the 4th highest damage in the game, 3,579. When it came to kills, we can see that Oxagon got the highest with 3 kills. So did the 268 version 4. 2 kills went to Soul Collector and also to the Chieftain P. On the enemy team, their Death Star, Conway, and the other Death Star also got 2 kills piece. When it came to base XP, we can see that it was actually Soul Collector who got 1,724 base. 1,295 went to Oxagon, 1002 went to the Chieftain P. All of those are over 1000 base in the game, and a very nice total there for Soul Collector, sitting in that sniping position, getting lots of damage, and also aiding Oxagon by giving him spots to enable him to get some shells onto target. If we look at the details, we can see he fired 19 rounds. That's a lot of ammunition. 8 direct hits on the enemy. None of them penetrated, but he did get 19 splash. 3,579 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 8 to the enemy, killed 3, 390 hit points of damage assistance, and 2,009 hit points of stun assist of 16 stuns, and there's the ace tanker. On a premium count, he earned 77,933 credits from the game, and he also took away 3,885 experience points as well. So a very good game by both Oxagon and Soul Collector in the same game. Yes, he certainly did provide the spotting that they were needing. In fact, the fact that he did get that patrol duty means he was the only one spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst they were being damaged. And they were being damaged not only by the M53, but also by Oxagon. You can see the medals he managed to get there, including that Confederate. And his win rate in that game was 7,299. So very good game there by Soul Collector. I hope you enjoyed those replays, or this replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.